Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago, and thank you so much for staying with us. I am Adanna Combie, and we continue conversations this morning. We're heading on over to TSTT. Yes, we're speaking to Mr. Kashif Greaves. He's the Assistant Vice President of Consumer Sales, and this morning we're talking about an exciting event taking place right here in Tobago, BSQUARE 2025. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Glad to be on the show.
Of course, a pleasure having you here with us this morning as we talk about this very exciting event. As we are aware, we are in Carnival season in Trinidad and Tobago. National Carnival we're in that period of time where a lot of events are taking place, a lot of different activities are happening on both islands of Trinidad and Tobago. And so we want to talk about BSQUARE, the event being hosted by TSTT here in Tobago.
Thank you for having me again. We're extremely excited. Extremely excited. You see, we're coming back home. We're coming home. As the local indigenous brand, it is important for us to invest in culture and invest in our people. So this year's edition of BSQUARE is the second inaugural event on the island itself. We started last year, and last year was amazing. The feedback was tremendous. A lot of our loyal customers said that they were so pleased that BSQUARE is coming to Tobago. So this year we decided to even be bigger and better and improve on that experience because it's critical for us to give back to our customers. So this year BSQUARE is BSQUARE with a twist. And that's what we're extremely excited about, right? So
Before we get into what
first,
we can expect, just now, before we get into what we can expect at BSQUARE, I like your build up there where you were talking about it is important for you to give back. And so I want to talk a little bit about the idea behind BSQUARE. Where did it come from? And why do you think it is important to host an event like that, especially in Tobago?
okay, so fundamentally, the nature, the essence, the core of BSQUARE was providing a free concert series or concert experience for those customers or those citizens that may not have had the disposable income or the wherewithal to actually go to the events and see their favorite artists. So really, the design of BSQUARE was to give back to our customers as a free concert series so that everyone could have the experience at least once for the carnival to see their favorite artists perform live and in person and get that whole concert experience courtesy BSQUARE and Be Mobile, right? So the intention of it there was really another extension to say our loyal customers, we wouldn't be in existence without you. And we want to extend that thanks and appreciation for being committed and loyal to us. And we wanted to give back through use of BSQUARE to provide that entertainment factor to our customers.
And especially, of course, embracing the culture of Trinidad and Tobago, which will be experienced, I'm sure, at BSQUARE. So now we can get into the actual event, BSQUARE with a twist. What can we look forward to this year?
All right, so it will be a jam-packed experience with the best of the best artists. It will be a glorious, extraordinary moment in time. It will be an experience that one will remember for years to come. So when I said BSQUARE the Twist, is the first edition of a nighttime BSQUARE, a fetting BSQUARE. So in the past, BSQUARE will usually be during the lunch hours. This year we added a twist. So it'll actually be from 8 p.m. straight up to 11 p.m. or even later, depending on if everything runs accordingly. And it will be located at Crown Point on that stretch with Jade Monkey and all those different bars. We were erecting a stage right by Republic Bank area there, and we are closing off the entire roadway. So everyone will have an opportunity to enjoy the show and the experience on that roadway from 8 o'clock. So it's after work, you have time to go home, get ready, take a little power nap, and come right out to BSQUARE. Host of activities. You'll see Moko Jumbies, you'll see giveaways, but more so I know persons coming there for the artists. That is critical, right? So we have some local on island artists as well that will be supporting on BSQUARE. I'm extremely excited. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because I want persons to come and see their homegrown artists and say, hey boy, you make it on the cast at BSQUARE. So I'm not going to say who on the cast. I'm going to say local homeborn artists with the S will be there. And we're creating that platform for them to get that exposure and experience. We also have our brand ambassadors will be there at the show as well. So we have Mikel Teja, We have Iowa George, we have Nyla Blackman, the hottest young artists coming to the cast, as well as Iowa George as the water lord. According to Iowa, he's coming to mash up the place. All right, so it'll be jam packed with catalog of good, fantastic music, feel good experiences, giveaways, excitement, courtesy Be Mobile. We're going to say to our customers, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is our local network. This is our supporter culture. This is our thing. And I want to emphasize that this is ours. So it's about showing that pride for our culture, showing that pride for our nation. And as the local brand, we're giving back to our customers and saying, come and enjoy the carnival with us with Be Mobile.
All right, and you know, you're talking about this B Square. It sounds really, really exciting. I am by no means a carnival person, but just the way you delivered, you know, what to expect at the event is very, very exciting and sounds very engaging. What was the idea behind? Because you mentioned that it used to be during the lunchtime period. What was the idea? What made you think, let's have this in the evening and let's have it not just for an hour, but a couple hours so that people can come out and also that local artists can have an opportunity on a stage?
Yeah, so during the lunchtime hour, we know at times it may be limited because persons may not always be afforded the time to be able to come and experience the B Square. So we wanted to expand in it so more persons could actually enjoy and experience what is B Square. We also know in Tobago, we tend to party late. So we were very cognizant of that because you know when Trinidadians come to Tobago, they want to party early and they can't party like Tobagonians. So we said, hey, let us make sure that it's in time frame that we get as much persons to come and enjoy the show. You know, it's on a Monday, so persons coming home from work will need time to pick up the children, go home, take a little power nap, take a fresh, and come out the road for B Square. So it was important for us to change that time so that more persons will have the opportunity to enjoy B Square and experience what we're bringing on in terms of supporting the culture.
And why is it important to you? I know there are going to be a lot of a few local artists here from Tobago. You mentioned also your brand ambassadors who represent your brand for your events or whatever you're having. Why is it important to include or to introduce local artists on that type of stage as well?
It's about investing in the future, right? Creating a platform for persons to get that level of exposure that they may not have gotten outside of this arrangement out there, right? As a brand, again, our investment in culture is not only an investment in culture today, but is a homage to culture that came before and forward looking to the future and providing opportunities and avenues for young, vibrant artists to get that push, right? So you see it evident in Nyla Blackman, for example, and her exposure, whereby Kess will have opened that door for her to get that platform to be able to showcase her talent. We want to continue in that vein and we want to provide that avenue where local indigenous talent, we have so much talented people on both islands, so much talented people, and we want to showcase that talent and give them that platform supported by their local brand to say go forth, you know, and achieve as much as they can achieve, and we will create the conduit, we will create the platform, we will create the exposure. BSQUARE will be streamed, so that means a global streaming. So there's exposure not only in the island, not only regionally, but international exposure from the streaming. It will be streamed on our Instagram page. You could follow us at BY Life is On. It will be streamed on our Facebook page as well. Right? So there's opportunities to have that global reach and push. And we found it to be so important in supporting the local artists and supporting the local talent, but more so using the established artists as a conduit to create that doorway opening for the younger future generations so that this culture will continue and it will continue to thrive and it will hopefully push more and more international boundaries.
So that is you there, you know, of course, contributing to your social responsibility as a corporate entity here in Trinidad and Tobago, providing that measure of opportunity for persons here in Tobago. And I like that very much because sometimes you want to give somebody a fish, but how about teaching them how to fish so that they can get fish for themselves? So I like the concept there and the thought pattern that went into ensuring that opportunity was provided. Now you're talking about blocking off that whole square there in Crown Point and, having the events in a kind of like a hub area. What do you expect in terms of the turnout, the atmosphere, the vibe, and the whole general concert in the activity itself? What do you expect to happen there in that evening?
Well, I expect the place to be packed, jam packed, full of energy, full of excitement. I expect to see smiling faces, waving rags, jumping, dancing, hugging, celebrating, loving each other, loving the culture. I expect to see our customers, for the brand to say thank you. Our CEO will be on ground. They're meeting customers as well. So you're actually seeing a face to the brand. It's not just a corporate entity. We are there with our customers, enjoying our culture, but enjoying our culture and our experience with hand in hand with our customers. So it's not any segregation and the brand, the corporate brand is separate and apart from our customers. We don't exist without customers, and we are very cognizant of that. So we want to interact with our customers, share the experience, take a picture, hug, jump, dance, sing, wave rag, wave flag. That is what we expect.
So an all-inclusive experience is what we can expect when we come there. Is next week Monday, the 17th, if I'm not mistaken, the 17th, Monday 17th from 8 p.m. at that area where Jade Monkey, that strip there in Crown Point. That's what viewers, when you come out next week Monday, you can expect an all-inclusive experience. You heard it today right here on Tobago Updates Television from the Assistant Vice President of Consumer Sales at TSTT. BSQUARE is the place to be. And I know there are going to be a few giveaways. You didn't want to tell me what those giveaways are, but I mean, who doesn't like a freebie? Who doesn't like a giveaway? So, of course, persons must come out and enjoy. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers this morning, especially our customers of B Mobile?
Yeah, so we are extremely proud as well. We recently were the recipient of the Ookla Award for the fastest network and the best network in 2024. And this is a testament to our commitment to our customers. We have invested and will continue to invest significantly on our network to ensure that resiliency and to also ensure that our customers have the fastest and best experience on our network. So we're extremely proud. You'll see, look out for some announcements around that. But we are the recipient of the Ookla Award for fastest and best network in 2024. And that is an international body that adjudicates and measures the performance impartially of the different networks. All right. So no more bigger, better network. That is not factual, right? This is the bigger local network.
Right. So, well, of course, congratulations on that. And, continue to do the excellent work that you do there at TSTT, providing that measure of service for all of us here, ensuring that we can access the information we need to access at the tip of a finger. All the best at the event as well. And we do hope that persons will come out. In fact, I believe that persons will come out. In fact, here's what my suspicion is. I feel people coming from Trinidad for this event as well. I feel so.
Possibly. Well, I hope to see you at the event as well.
We will see how that goes. But of course, I do want to wish you the very best. Thank you so much for coming on this morning, sharing that information, hyping up the atmosphere, encouraging your customers, and of course, providing that measure of opportunity for persons here on the island of Tobago, our local artists who would not have had the opportunity, as you mentioned, to take that stage and to be among the more established artists here on the island, and of course, embracing the culture that is Trinidad and Tobago. So all the very best to you there and the team at TSTT as you come across and show us your love as you give back to your customers. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Mr. Kashif Greaves, TSTT Assistant Vice President of Consumer Sales there at B Mobile, and we're talking about BSQUARE 2025. The event takes place this Monday, next Monday rather, 17th of February from 8 p.m. to just about 11 p.m. at the square there in Crown Point, right in front of the Jade Monkey Strip. So you want to be a part of that if you're looking for something to do. And remember, it's absolutely free. There's no charge to you, the viewing public, and there's also giveaways prizes, yes, giveaways to customers and persons who are at the event as well. So that's something to do if you're looking for something to do in this carnival season. We have to go for a short break before we continue. So we do hope that you can stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise.